Hello everybody, this is Q74 and I'm here with my girlfriend Randy and we are at the Sea to Sky Model Train Show here in Squamish, British Columbia. Bit of a unique episode today talking about trains, so without further ado, let's go on a geocaching and train adventure. Yeah, well, since that 1996 clip, I have had a deep respect and affinity for train travel, and trains in particular. So, as you've seen in my previous episodes, I have gone to Washington State, I've even gone to Kamloops, a number of cool destinations. So in this episode, we're going to be exploring the history of train travel in British Columbia in particular, at the West Coast Railway Heritage Park in Squamish, British Columbia. So let's go and explore and check out some of the cool sights of this awesome museum. So folks, we are at a particularly important train for at least me personally. Way back when I was a small child, I used to watch this steam train right here go along the tracks in West Vancouver as it made its way from Squamish, or went up to Squamish actually.
What train is it?
What train is it? It is called the Royal Hudson, the 2860, and I have to say it's a very beautiful steam engine. Have to admit it's quite neat being here and seeing it. As a kid, I used to watch this train go by a lot, and now it is sitting at a museum here in Squamish, and for everyone to admire.
The one you've seen.
Wow, yeah, this is pretty epic.
Yeah, I used to watch it go past as a kid.
Yeah,
really. 2010 was the last time it was on the rails, so yeah.
This is my first time ever seeing it. I'm not from down here originally.
Yeah, no, it is
Vancouver.
really cool, yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and it ran on oil.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then at some point, I guess it must have, and I know they said this kind of, these ones here, they kind of, that would control the spray or something.
Look at this. Yeah.
And they'd spray oil on it, and I guess it would burn longer and faster, so they must have had something, because I don't imagine you can just spray oil.
Yeah, for
on
sure.
nothing, you know, because that would start a fire or whatever, yeah.
Even if it was just like hot metal or something.
Yeah, no, so it was, yeah. All sorts of little things here.
Very neat.
Hello. Hi. This is the pit where they used to throw the coal and the, oh my god. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Wow. And they'd spray oil on it and it would burn and heat. Wow. Make the train run. Wow. Yeah. Huge. Closes. I don't like having it in it too much. I'm always afraid someone's going to try and go into it. Oh, that would be good. Yeah, just when you need it. Yeah, you can sit in the seats and there you go.
Do you want to try?
There's a break there.
It's a pretty tall seat.
That's great. Thomas, this is the only time you're going to be sitting on a train like this, probably.
Yeah. Why don't you sit here? You can look out the little window. See how big
Sorry,
the
the lighting
window
is
is?
not
Like
great,
the
but
train window. That's what they used to look out. That is very tiny.
so
yeah,
small.
really, really tiny. No, anybody?
Okay.
Hey. Yeah, and there was the whistle up top there. That thing there. Oh, cool. And this was the brake. Yeah. Wow. I'm not sure.
Someone probably have to
Don't
go in
filter.
there, obviously when it's cooled off.
Yeah, and do something and make sure it's okay too, because you would have to look for cracks.
So off camera, I was talking to one of the volunteers here and I was asking why the Royal Hudson ceased operations. Apparently, it wasn't just a boiler issue that caused it to not be on the rails, but also that it was just too darn heavy for the tracks. Apparently it was causing track damage, so that's why it was taken off the rails and put in this museum. Kind of sad to see it sitting here and not actually moving, but because it's so heavy, damaging the tracks, all that track maintenance would have cost the province and likely a lot of other organizations a lot of money, so understood about that. But it's still a beautiful train to admire and see
Last
here.
run in around 2010, she said.
2010 was the last run, yeah. In 1939, the Canadian Pacific Railway, CPR, Hudson Locomotive 2850, was assigned to pull the Royal train taking King George VI and Queen Elizabeth across Canada. The locomotive left quite an impression on the royal couple, as locomotives of that era usually had to be changed several times for maintenance. However, CPR 2850 was able to handle the train for the entire coast-to-coast run and operated flawlessly throughout the trip. Following the royal tour, CPR was granted permission from the royal family to designate the entire class of steam-lined Hudson locomotives as Royal, allowing the engines to display the King's crown on the running boards. They are the only locomotives outside of Great Britain to have been permitted the Royal designation. 5 CPR Hudsons have since been preserved. CPR 2860, the locomotive in front of you, was purchased by the province of British Columbia in 1974 and fully restored as an excursion locomotive and ran from North Vancouver to Squamish until 2010. Following her retirement, the locomotive was transferred for preservation and display at the Railway Museum of British Columbia. Cars, by the way. This is a 1934 Chrysler Airflow Model CU.
I see a History Channel logo. Trains Unlimited. History Channel.
Oh. I wonder if you can find a geocache in these trees. The lighting isn't entirely great here, but I just wanted to show you the old paint scheme of the Rocky Mountaineer. This is what I remember seeing as a kid, as I would watch it go through the Fraser Canyon, and they've changed the paint scheme to a very beautiful gold and navy blue.
Yes, quite.
Yes,
Do you like my dress?
Absolutely. Stylish. All right, folks, let's go into a train car. We're going into the Margata. I think that's how you pronounce it. Maybe it's Margata. Maybe it's Swedish or something. Or ooh.
Railway Wall of Fame.
The Railway Hall of Fame. People like Dennis J. Roy and Joseph S. Broadbent.
Fireman, pipe fitter's helper, engineer. Yeah.
Write out your telegram. It's a telegram phone.
Methinks it doesn't work anymore.
Yeah.
It's not even connected. That's not a very practical telephone.
Nope. Smile, you're on camera.
It's not locked and I let the public in, I'm gonna snoop. They should know better.
Here's old silverware. That's cool.
Ooh, the silver.
The silver.
Silver tarnishes and you gotta polish it, and by like virtue.
That's what an old route map looks like.
Fort St. John.
Oh yeah, Chetwynd. Oh cool. I think over here, Williams Lake.
Enterprise. Lone Butte.
Lone
Canham.
Butte.
Exeter. That's 100 Mile.
Exeter. Okay.
Exeter Station is 100 Mile.
There we
House.
go.
Yeah. It's up Exeter
Little bit of-
Road.
A little bit of locality there.
100 Mile. Lacklahash.
So many buttons and switches and stuff.
Rawdison West BC Hydro.
Very cool. Smile, you're on camera.
Literal.
Wow. As Owen Wilson would say. Wow. Interesting.
It smells like a
Oh. Income.
It kind of smells like a farm too.
Farm.
When each alcove listen as you go through. Train operation sounds are activated by the motion detector. Sound stops, walk along the main aisle again. Down.
Oh yeah.
And then the metal ones are kind of short.
Yeah.
Pacific Great Eastern Express.
It's a little rainy.
It is raining, indeed.
It's very much raining. Break. Oh, it's a grindstone. Literally, those are the grindstone.
That's what I was trying to say. It's fertile.
Trading off families to Canada, only $15. Third class ocean fare. Children under 17 years free.
Was E20 apparently.
Hello, everybody. I'm on a caboose, and we're doing train stuff, and we got ourselves a very nice view up here. About just looking at a whole bunch of buildings, and
You can go.
yeah.
Show them the view.
Oh, and we got ourselves another stowaway. Don't mind the Geo cider, by the way, fellow geocachers. Geo cider. Beautiful roof of this caboose.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome aboard the magical caboose ride of caboose rides.
Is it the captain's chair?
Yep, and I guess the role of the caboose was to monitor the train as it kind of went down the tracks.
I think it was actually mostly where the crew slept originally,
Yeah,
but also that and like some
doing
I
duties.
think there's signaling and stuff involved too.
Yeah.
So
Also, if the train had to back up, the people in the caboose would be able to easily go and deal with switches and stuff.
those windows
So,
broken.
I am put up my toque now because, yeah, it's a little cold. So,
There is a telephonesis. I don't know. It's a.
The number pads.
there was a telephone.
Now you have to get down. That's the harder part.
Yeah, you'll have to use it like a ladder.
Ladders.
There you go.
She managed.
Expertly done. You're hired.
Is that an extra bed?
Very important desk by the looks of it.
Going this one too. Stairs.
Oh yeah.
Just a wee bit smaller than the Royal Hudson.
Pacific Great Eastern Railway No. 2 steam locomotive.
Oh,
There's a whole plaque.
nice.
District of Squamish. 1967. I don't know why I'm being British.
Pub now.
That's Kelly O'Brien's pub.
Which is
Currently.
now Kelly O'Brien's pub. So that's the electric railway, and that was the train station for the regular railway. That's now a Salvation Army thrift store, and that's a pub.
And that's where we had our first date.
Actually, I forgot. Temporarily forgot.
That very building right there.
And it looks the same. Like they haven't really not changed it.
Yeah.
Besides like adding like wheelchair ramps. to the
Really
front. This
cool.
is the back. Like this is not where you enter to the pub now. You enter on the front side. This is also, there's a famous photo known as Daddy Wait For Me.
Yes.
Famous photo from I think it's World War II. So this is in New Westminster. and the soldiers are marching down the hill. You can't see from here. Down the hill from the Westminster Regiment to the train station. And there's a little boy reaching out to his dad, and now it's memorialized in a plaza that's here now in 3D art, I guess is the best way to, a sculpture,
Yeah.
kind of.
And word about that soldier that went to war, he survived.
He made it back.
He made it back. Well, folks, that concludes another episode of Keith's 94's geocaching adventures here on YouTube. I want to thank you all so much for coming on in beautiful Squamish, British Columbia. You know what? If you like what you saw, hit that subscribe button because there are more episodes to come every Saturday at 5 a.m. So until next time, happy adventuring and happy geocaching.